Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. That's right, Edgeworth has done his duty as requested. What a champ. What a bro. He came in, he came through when we needed him to. So, now that we're back in control of Phoenix for day 2 of this case, there's quite a bit to cover. For one thing, Maya Fey is probably going to be rescued, and we'll have her testimony to deal with. Man, how crazy would that be if she was a witness and we cross-examined her? Yeah, I don't think we've actually cross-examined Maya Fey before, and that would be quite something to do. Although maybe they wouldn't do that because Maya is just so in tune with Phoenix that she just say everything that Phoenix needs really easily. I don't know, I'm just speaking my mind here. Anyway, I'm very excited to get back into this, so let's do that. Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Viridian, in artist speak. I think Gumshoe's inspired. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102 degrees, only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. That's something to worry about. Cough, 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 cough. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive, despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shujishido did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Does it have to be a sword? Another sword, huh? What could it be? I'm drawing a blank, but then again, it has been a long time since we've seen objects hover across a bridge. Maybe it's something from there. Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. That is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is our client's background, naturally. Oh, yes. Yes, please. You mean Iris, sir? I have the feeling that we've met before. I mean, Phoenix, you should really just tell Edgeworth. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, Wright. Take care. Take care? Edgeworth said take care? My God. He's like an entirely different person. Farewell, best boy. Bye. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've got to get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. How? Oh, that's right. Maya is still stuck over at the Inner Temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. Cough, cough. Cough, cough, cough. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Well, if it was induced from the fall in the river, then maybe it could be actually be a cold that's contagious. I don't know. Yeah, fevers. Like Phoenix's 102.2 degrees fever. That's when your body's fighting off infection, so yeah, it is like a cold. Alright, I'm off. Farewell, worst boy. I love you too. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. Didn't Gumshoe say they would use a helicopter? But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. Right. Well, I don't think there's anything new here unless these prints? No. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. Looks like someone's taken the efforts to write to Heavenly Hall on the signpost. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new to see here. Hazakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line. And there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I had brought my cell phone with me. Well, I suppose we should go to Heavenly Hall first. Get a fresh pair of eyes on it. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Larice! I swear to God if he only responds to Larice. I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Ah, okay. Look at this graffiti, scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art, of sorts. I'm glad Larry is so proficient in it. Ooh, let's look at this and give Phoenix a scare. This is the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it has a really strong current. And they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast-flowing. I was dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead. Fair enough. The snow is really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part, anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. Guess it's pretty fitting. You spent a night in this little freezing shack. You'll probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning. That stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. It's so inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. Ugh. Gotta think of the kittens. Think of the kittens, Phoenix. Let's find someone to talk to. I think I know who this is. Come on, please! It's for art's sake, I swear! There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Ah! Enough! A fool's fool, fools who foolishly accept the foolishness of a fool's fool. Every time with her. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Huh? Me? Wait a second. I know you. Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. Wow, so Phoenix didn't know who the prosecutor was? That's a shock. My brain's frying like a sunny side up and you want to grill me over a name? Francie, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? I think it's kick a dead horse. No, it's not. I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would ya? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Before you ask me to model, Learn to give at least a semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh. Just like that dude with the red underwear. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. I think he means Superman. Off he goes. Huh. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright. We get to talk to her! Huzzah! Let's have a look around first. I'd love to know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime. Huh. Still thinking small, I see, Phoenix Wright. Or perhaps not at all. That's why you'll never defeat me. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. Wow, Phoenix remembered that, huh? And not her name? Wow. Wow, what a burn. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with one final showdown. Wait, so is it going to be against Franziska? And not Godot? Huh. Looks like she mentally blocked out my victories of her memory. From her memory, I mean. It's a quaint little bell tower. Never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen. And Iris rang the lights-out bell that night. This is one impressive gate. Compared to the grandeur of the main gate at the Von Karma estate, it's but a pet door. Looks really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think? All that snow? Don't make me laugh. This is but a light dusting where I come from. Don't make things up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself. You can see the main hall from here. I wonder how the head nun is holding up. Oh, wow. Is that an inkling of human kindness I sense? Ow! Do you enjoy causing other people pain with that sharp tongue of yours? It's nothing compared to the pain you cause with that leathery whip of yours. Fair enough. So, before we actually talk to her about things, let's actually present some stuff to her, because I think she might run off. First, how about Maya? About this. Ow! I refuse to help you, Phoenix Wright. I should have known better than to try. Okay, that phrasing is pretty dang specific. Tell me about yourself? Yeah, no, she's not gonna say a single thing about anything. I'm not even gonna try then. Tell me about yourself. Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record. Naturally. Oh joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Franziska was born and raised in Germany. Became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was a legendary prosecutor. Ah! God! Scary dude. Scary dude. Her father was the legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years. But now he is gone from this world. Good. Confirmation. Like, I assumed he was executed. He got the death penalty. Good to know for sure. Unless he became an astronaut. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. Because of what happened to your father. But, Phoenix, forget, it was never about Manfred. It was about Edgeworth. Phoenix Wright, You will fall before me, this I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. She does not mean that by blood. Edgeworth. Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. That's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Ow! No smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing and one thing only. To pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some Cold Killer X, you know. Oh yeah! Cold Killer X! That was a piece of evidence in a prior case, right? Huh. Cool callback. I forget which one, though. I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes. Every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge? Did you even consider the dangers? No. The only thought in my mind was, I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. She's got to be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. Well, she's not running off, so maybe we can show her something later. Let's head inside. That was one long sigh. Oh, I thought it was like some sort of meditational hymn thing. Sister Bikini? My. I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. What do you mean by you let her die? Mystic Elise. When I think about it... Yeah, and hold on. Since when is she a mystic? She's only ever been an important guest and a book author. What do you mean mystic, huh? Something you want to tell us? There's an acolyte stuck at the Inner Temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Poor Phoenix. Alright. Tell me what you know, Bikini. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. You talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull the sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning. I don't see any Cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. I felt like I might start flying myself. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, it can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. It could also mean they're both wrong, but sure. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple. Is that correct? That's right. I'm sure it was Iris. Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. But because you did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the Inner Temple. No. I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes. I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. We've got to get Maya out of there. Fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the Inner Temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded by on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. With Maya. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way to escape either. Oh dear. Yes, I suppose it does. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. Interesting. I'm curious about a few things if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh? Do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Dunim. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size. Or her bust size, for that matter. No, I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My. You make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There. You did it again. Sister Bikini, I noticed you always refer to Miss Dunim as Mystic Elise. Oh? Yes. Now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We addressed all our visitors as Mystic. Makes her experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Well. Huh. It seems Miss Elise Dunim was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Dunim on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's It's all got to be connected somehow. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright. I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh man, my head's throbbing so bad it's killing me. Pearls. She was with Miss Dunham on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we finished eating dinner. The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? Let's hope not. According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. There, that's true. She could have gone to go see Maya. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repair soon. Well, let's ask her about some stuff. About Maya. She's a very important visitor, you know. An honored acolyte. She is. Do you know her or something? The Fae name is synonymous with the Karain channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Looks like Bikini is in the dark. She doesn't seem to know that Maya is the daughter of the Master of Karain. Huh. Do you know one Mia Fae? No. Oh dear. I wonder where on earth this little girl has wandered off to. She's nowhere near the main hall, that's for sure. First I lost Maya, and now Pearls. How much more pain is this case going to cause me? Not to mention this fever is giving me a killer migraine. What do you think about Gumshoe? Nope, nothing there. Tell me about yourself. It's all my fault, isn't it? It's all my achy back's fault. Now Mr. Khalees is dead and an acolyte is trapped inside the inner temple. That poor little girl has gone missing too. Missing? But that's all it is. Oh dear. I've got to train to withstand more pain, don't I? How can I ever make up for this? Make up for what? For allowing harm to come to such an important person. So was right. Miss Dunham wasn't just any old visitor here. Please tell me what's going to happen to poor Iris. If she was to be found guilty, I wouldn't accept it. But your testimony, Sister Bikini. I can't help my testimony. I saw what I saw. It's up to a pro lawyer like you to deal with problems like that. What a disgraceful young man. You finally seeing through him, huh? How could he sit there and claim he really saw what he drew in that picture? Although the portrait he did of me was rather flattering, I must say. Still, it's not like Larry to make something up that might get a woman he likes in trouble. There's more to that sketch of his than meets the eye, I'm sure of it. Like, it could be... it could be... like, discarded clothes fluttering in the wind. But I don't know. It seems way too specific. After all, there was no real mention of strong winds on that night, right? It was just lightning and snow. You certainly have some unusual friends, don't you, Mr. Wright? Friends? That fancy-pantsy painter is one thing, but whipping the judge is but just bad form. Well, do you think you could go drill that into her head for me? Please? You must be very happy to have such a fine mentor. Mentor? No, he's just a friend. Just a friend? Boo! Oh, you naughty devil. Always a joker, aren't you? You seem like a lovely young man. Like the kind you can always count on. Yeah. It's kind of depressing how much faith she has in him. How about some evidence here? Stuff that's new that Phoenix wasn't around for. Crystal sphere, that's a good start. This crystal sphere. It's not from a demon warding hood, but I would guess it serves a similar purpose. If it's not from a hood, then I guess it really is from Miss Dunham's staff. Look at the blood on it. Oh, poor Mystic Elise. Honestly, it's like the end of the world. It's not a good thing, that's for sure. Wait a second. Wait just a goddamn second! The support ropes! The 2 support ropes! Those are from under the bridge! It's from under the bridge! That's not someone flying over the bridge, it's someone's falling off it. Oh my god. Dude. I can't believe it took me this long to notice. I saw the tree, but I did not see the forest. Okay. Okay, so... why would Larry say someone was flying then? The figure flew. White hood flapping in the wind. God damn it, Larry. God damn it, Larry. Okay, question. If indeed someone actually fell from the bridge, whomst? Who is it? I don't know who it is. Ugh. God damn it. To think people have the gall to call this kind of scribbling by the name of art. Oh, to think people have the gall to call this kind of scribbling by the name of art. Huh? If that's the sort of standard you need for the arts these days, I could be a pop diva. Sure, but what about the contents of the picture? What do you make of that? It's definitely the end of the world. Well, for one thing, it would be too much trouble to loot, to drag Elise's body out of the river and just drag her up to the shrine, and for that matter, the autopsy would show signs of frostbite and the freezing water and all that. It can't be Iris because, well, she's clearly alive and well and found and not suffering from a grievous cold or injury like Phoenix is. So, like, is it Maya? Or, crack theory, it's the real Dahlia? Assuming Iris isn't the real Dahlia? I am officially stumped, good lord. Tell me about the snowmobile. About this photograph. Oh, yes. Those are our snowmobile's tracks, all right. I know them anywhere. There was only one set, which means the rider went out while it was still snowing and came back after it had stopped. That's really the only logical explanation, I suppose. What do you think about Iris's testimony? No, nothing about that. Okay, just be sure, show her the crime photo. Nope, nothing about that, okay. The autopsy, perhaps? No. The staff? Do you have anything to say about the staff? It's Mr. Galisa's staff. The crystal sphere really is missing from it. Well, the sphere was found near Dusky Bridge, right? Yes, even though I'm sure Mr. Galisa was in Hazakura Temple that entire evening. Well, I don't think we can crack this just yet, so let's have a look around a bit. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Missed by Edgeworth? First, and most importantly, the stepladder. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Dunham was pushed from the top of the wall? That building up there is the main hall. Is where we were staying. It's kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently Miss Dunham was staying on the corner room. Guess that's where she was pushed from that night. So we can't really go into her room to investigate, right? That's a shame. Got quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun. They're tools for getting around. But the sled? Well, that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. There are a few of those stone lanterns scattered around in this courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. Miss Dunham's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? The Shichishiro. It's there in Mystic Amy's right hand. It was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. You know, I've always kind of wondered about how there are so many statues and drawings of deific or pseudo-deific figures in Japanese mythology who have these loopy cloth thingies around their heads. I have no idea what the significance of them are, or is, or what their meaning is, but it's kind of similar to how you have halos in, like, Christian mythology and all that. Like, there's a common theme between two different cultures of depicting important spiritual figures with loops around their heads. It's kind of interesting. And come to think of it, Japanese oni and demons have horns as well, like devils do. Huh. Yeah, I don't think there's any other evidence to find here. Okay. Well, in that case, let's... Oh! Hey! What is that jarring and considerably loud yell? Oh, so this is where you've been. Keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well. Then I'll come along with you, Anne. Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not... Ah! It's been a while, Scruffy. It's... Miss Karma! Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow! That hurts, you know. Ah! Silence! I, Franziska von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? I'm done for that. Well, I guess we're just gonna leave Gumshoe laying on the floor, poor dude. Man, he builds a bridge in all that quick time, and this is the things he gets. Huh. That's actually kind of good. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse. At least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. Oh yeah! Wow, I forgot about that. Huh. I'm glad he's off the mountain. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. You must have commenced with the investigation. Mr. Nick? Is that Pearl? That voice. Yay! She's safe! Thank goodness. Hello, why is the incinerator furnace thingy door open? What does it mean? Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! So you were here ever since that night. I was so lonely that I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning and saw that dusky bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. What do you mean alone? She was all alone? It must have been very trying for you, little girl. I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I am here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mr. Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. I'll let her have it. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. It's like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Yow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Wah! Mystic Maya! Uh-oh. Hey, wait, Pearls. She just ran off. Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearl's acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. Is it just me, or is that yellow gate unlocked now? I swear it was, like, padlocked shut before. Guess I'd better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Yeah, okay. First things first, the bridge. Phoenix Wright! What? Would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright? I still don't know about that. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along the path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. Right. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed on here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma? I seem to remember... heavy with disuse. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. And look at that, the rope is coming down from below the bridge. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. The sign says Inner Temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright. She looks really happy you have finally caught me on something. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say, whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? This must be the door that leads to the Inner Temple. Oh, this must be the door that leads to the Inner Temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yes, there's a solitary room there called the Training Hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Ow! You're completely out of shape. Oh, I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. Oh, that's hidden. I think that's it we can see for now. Wow, look at that real-life-ass psych lock. Huh. Excuse me. Why is there poop smeared on the Misty Fey scroll? I mean, that looks like poop. I don't think it's poop, but it looks like poop. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock? It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Huh. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, this weird lock wasn't on it. Don't give Von Karma all your tricks. Keep some evidence for yourself, dude. Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. Look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. Yeah, so Maya's back there, right? What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... A woman? I don't see any woman here. There was a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. It's gravy. Oh. Gravy? Yeah. Wasn't gravy served at the meal everyone shared at the Hazakura temple? I swear there was some mention of passing the gravy. I swear there was. And this scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, there is a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. Oh, that's adorable. No one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Touch to see before and after view under the check screen? Touch? What do you mean touch? Is that a remnant from the DS port? What took you so long? Well, hello! I didn't expect to see you! Hi! Cool? I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Wright. Prosecutor Godot! I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Huh. I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so... I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Oh, man. Okay, crackpot theory, but... Today in-game is February 6th, right? Or is it the 9th? I think it's the 9th. what event happened on the 9th? Maybe it's Godot and Miafei's anniversary? Oh, I feel like it's an anniversary and Godot took the day off to mourn. Maybe her death, or the day they first met, or... I don't know. Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Ha! Well, I guess I owe you one then. You can go now, Princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, Lady Von Whippingberg. Go home. Man, Godot. Kinda being a dick here. Phoenix Wright? What are you hitting me for? Huh. You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do ya? And also, for that matter, where was Godot hiding in this tiny room this entire time? Unless he, kind of just entered from behind us. You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. Getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? I'm happy to chat with him. Why didn't you show? You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. But the meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is... well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So, you mean that mask you wear is... this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. How would just drinking poisoned coffee do this? Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How was that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Trite. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Earlier, you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on the side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said, too. And I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Did she fall in the river too? Is that the figure on Butts' drawing? Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where's that? The sacred cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. That means a lot coming from him. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with a search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you. Ouch. Seriously, ouch. Once again? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all. And the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me? And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. Wow. Dang, and here I was thinking Godot's ambitions concerning Phoenix Wright were positive. To test him, to see what legacy Mia left behind. But no, he blames Phoenix. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She was made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught, but that won't bring her back. Well, no, but... You were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well, then I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No. What is this peculiar-looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well. Then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key? Ha! Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. There's no keyhole? That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then, who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock? Hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Well... damn. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Oh, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah! Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting. A friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So, what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How do you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not? You were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How do you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean that one that says no entry on it? I, kind of already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? A kind of garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. What's he gonna wash off? So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course. What else would you do? I want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Well, new area then. Huh. Well, not only do we have a callback from Godot to the death of Mia Fey, but now we have Maya Fey's name written in blood upside down. Golly gee whiz! Oh boy. Oh jeez, okay. What does it mean? What does it mean, though? Like, I could believe when Maya's name was written in blood upside down on that scrap of paper, yeah, that sure made sense with the way Mia slumped down in her position compared to the paper. But here, why would anyone write upside down on this? Also, what is that thing stuck on the bush? That red little container thing. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Oh, what are you doing in here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? Von Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... Okay, I think that's gonna end it here. My god, I can't wait to look at the clues here. Most notably, the blood scroll. So... Did Elise get stabbed here? Here specifically. And knowing that she was about to die, wrote the name of her daughter? To try to impart a message that she knows she could never fully tell her? I just don't know. If Elise, who I think is Misty at this point, did get stabbed here, how was she brought all the way back to Hazakura Temple? Man. I have so many questions, and moreover, I'm just reeling at the reveal from Godot. Like, I guess this kind of fits, huh? When it came to Franziska von Karma, I was like, upon first meeting von Karma in Game 2, I was like, oh yeah, she's here to get revenge on Phoenix. But no, that was not true. She had other motives. And then here, for the third game, when Godot's first introduced, I'm like, oh yeah, he's here to just see what Mia's legacy is. But no, he's here to get revenge on Phoenix, I guess. Well, maybe not just get revenge on him, it's more like to pass judgment upon him. Quite shocking. Man, I'm wondering how Godot's whole plotline will resolve. And I can't tell if he's bullshitting about his speech about coming back from hell at this point. When you have a series filled with literal spirit channeling mystics, I don't know what to believe when it comes to the afterlife and people coming back from the dead. Yeah, I'm not sure I actually assumed that Godot's visor was so essential. Like I think up till now I was like halfway split between whether or not it's a fashion statement or just a prosthetic. But I still fail to see how getting poisoned would damage your eyes so much. then again, when a toxin is inserted into your body and you suffer greatly and nearly die, I mean, I'm sure parts of you would get seriously injured internally. I mean, oh well, I don't really know. Well, if Maya is stuck inside the inner temple, then I guess we aren't going to be cross-examining her, unless Iris successfully unlocks the fake lock. And boy, there's still that psych lock chain thing to break for a bikini to learn the truth about Mystic Elise. Well, all I'll say is that this case gets better and better and better. I can't wait to see what comes next. I wonder how the prosecution is going to go down. My god, what if Franziska von Karma and Godot just butt heads so much and neither side will back down, that they just decide, like, prosecute together? Like, what if they, like, share their stand? That would be pretty hilarious. But that's then, this is now. Well, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. I thank you for watching, and hopefully I will catch you next time. So until then, please take care.